Welcome back everyone to Skincare and Beauty with PerkiPerkins. On my channel today, I have a very special guest. My best friend of over 25 years is here and I am going to be doing a glam makeup look on her. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this look, make sure you guys keep on watching. But before I go any further, you guys know the drill. And if you guys do end up loving the video, I would greatly appreciate if you guys gave my video a thumbs up or a little comment, whatever you guys like. I would greatly appreciate, as that really does help me out tremendously. Greatly appreciate if you guys hit that big red button and subscribe and join the Perky family. And you guys, I would like to do just a little bit of a warning. As you guys can see, this is not my normal filming quality. Let me just say that. I had to film on my iPhone versus my camera due to some software issues I was having at the time, so I do apologize, but it's been fixed, and going forward I won't be hopefully having this issue. So I do want to just warn you guys that the video quality is not as good or as clear as my normal videos. But anyways, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video, as it will be a series going forward. I will have one special guest each and every month. So make sure if you guys have any ideas or any kind of tutorials you guys would like to see, make sure you guys leave me a comment of what you would like to see, so I can get to it. But anyways, thank you so much, and let's start this video. Julie's excited for the makeup look we'll be doing today, and I wanted to share step by step everything I use to prep the skin from the beginning to the end. So as you saw, I'm starting off with the Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm, and I was a little bit generous because it's a very nice hydrating mask. I massaged it onto the skin, and I actually left it on for about 3-4 minutes so it can give her a good amount of hydration since she does have dry skin. Once we were ready, I actually wiped it down with a damp magic eraser. This way she still keeps the hydration in her skin, and it removes any kind of oil, debris, because she did come midday. Now I'm applying my Dermalogica eye serum. I forgot the technical name of it, so I'll make sure to note it down, you guys. Next, for some rich cream, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, and this is amazing. And as you can see, I'm using my BK Beauty 106 brush to blend it out. This is actually going to be important for later on, as I'm going to continue to use the same brush for other complexion products, and this helps spread the product much easier. For primer, I'm using the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops. Lord, that's so long. But anyways, I actually am spreading it around with the 106 brush, and I'm using it for, again, a little bit of hydration, and it gives such a stunning glow that I appreciate. Now for a little bit of pore filling, I am using the Touch in Soul Ice Serbert primer, and I'm just applying it on the T-zone because that's where she has the most porous areas. And again, I'm using the 106 brush, and I'm actually just tapping around the edges to make sure everything lays flat and it absorbs. As a FYI, I do allow the products to all sit for a few minutes before I begin to layer more products. For color corrector, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Vanish Magic, and actually I concentrated on areas that she has, like acne scars, hyperpigmentation, or any discoloration, and I'm using the Around Kabuki brush. It's a small detailed one, and I'm actually buffing out again the edges to make sure they're smooth, but I'm trying to keep the coverage there. I'm now using the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair as my primer, as always, you guys. And I'm just putting a light layer, and I'm not going to set it actually with like another powder. I'm just going to go straight in with the eyeshadows because it does give you a great payoff. And I'm actually lightly dusting the shade Sand throughout the entire lid. Now I'm taking the Wayne Goss kohl liners in rich brown. It's like dark brown, I forgot, you guys. And I'm actually using that as a secondary base just so that my colors are more intense without having to layer too much. I'm starting off to shape out the shape I would like, and then I took a brush and I'm just buffing out the edges so it's not a harsh line. Now with the flat brush again, I'm actually taking shade Cocoa and I'm applying it on top of the kohl liner. This helped give us more warmth and also set the liner because the Wayne Goss ones are pretty creamy actually. Then I took Dawn just to apply where I'm going to do my makeshift crease, and took Sand again because it matches or complements her skin tone to buff everything out. And it takes a lot of buffing and blending in this area so that the shades look more gradient. I'm going to use a flat concealer brush and spray it with the Laura Geller. So that way when I use Luna, it gives us a little bit more of an intense shimmer since it's not a chunky glitter, but it looks so stunning. And then I cleaned off any excess eyeshadow with the magic eraser. For foundation, we're taking the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I'm taking 2 drops of the Cover FX Customizing Blending Moisturizer. This makes any moisturizer more dewy and more, hydrating as well. Again, she's dry and this happened to be a matte foundation, and it also spreads out the formula as well. And I mixed it together and I used a fan brush to apply and start blending it out, and then using that same 106 brush that I began at the beginning, I'm buffing and blending the foundation throughout the entire face and neck to make sure it matches and complements. And I'm using a beauty sponge to make sure everything's nicely tapped out and there's no creasing, no nothing, you know what I mean? It's nice and smooth. And honestly, I'm just being a little bit OCD in this area because I always have issues on my T-zones. Now I'm taking my Milani Conceal and Perfect concealer in shade 20, I believe. And I'm just going to use that for the under eyes and a little bit on the chin and then the forehead. This is going to help brighten those areas and make them more open in her case, since, for example, she has smaller under eyes and more of a rounder face basically. Julie's not used to wearing or applying this much makeup, you guys, so we were having a blast and laughing, but at the same time, you guys can see I try to keep everything fairly precise so that way it blends and it just enhanced her facial structure. Taking the Smashbox Studio Skin Duo, it's like a foundation on one side and contour on the other. It's a soft contour shade, which I really love. And I just put it on the forehead, as you saw. Lined it up to her earlobes to chisel her cheekbones, and just at the jaw chin area, so that way again it just refined and chisel her features. Using a Luxie round contour brush, I'm actually doing a pat and buff motion so that way the pigment is kind of staying there and buffing outward. This way it stays concentrated, but it doesn't look so thick. And don't worry, you guys, once I'm done buffing everything out to the intensity I ideally want, as you see, I'm taking that 106 brush, and with no extra foundation, I'm going around the edges, which helps make this more seamless and flawless areas. And it just blends the shades together. Having a little bit of excess foundation on your brush is always so helpful. Now I'm taking the Saie Dew blush in Dreamy. You guys, this was the very first time I ever used this particular blush, so don't sue me on it. I went a little bit overboard on the beginning of my application because typically I would have just done it on the back of my hand, but I was so used to the Rare Beauty ones, you guys. So as you saw, because it was way too intense on the left versus the right, it did take me a few minutes to buff out the intensity on one side, but as you can see, even though it looks like a dark, intimidating shade, once you learn how to manipulate, how to control cream and liquid blushes, you guys, you can make these into so many different shades. Like, it's limitless what you can do with these. Now, I took that soft contour shade, you guys, and I just lined it up on the sides of her nose just to make her nose look more refined. And I just lined it up and I set it. Now I'm using the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Under Eye Powder, long ass name, and I'm actually currently just setting her under eyes with the BK Beauty. I believe it's the shader brush, you guys. It's been so long since I filmed this, I forgot all the brushes I used, just my key ones. See, at this point, she saw the light. She saw that trusting the process was coming out good. Using the Vasanti Cosmetics Brightening Powder in 100 volts, which they offer 3 shades, I'm lightly, you guys, setting her face with the powder, and I'm going throughout the whole face, again, except for the under eye area since I used the Pat McGrath. And this way, my powders will layer on top. Next is the Benefit Cosmetics Hula Glow, and I'm actually using one of the BK Beauty brushes. It's the contour brush. I'm just lightly kind of patting it onto the hollows of the cheekbones just to, again, give it a little bit more definition, especially since it gives you that beautiful summer glow. And then I'm going to go to the bottom of the jawline to create a little bit more shadowing, and with no more powder, but I'm using the excess powder to buff and blend everything out so it looks a lot more smooth. And then Julie reminded me, girl, you got the Force Scope Benefit palette. So I took the Honeymoon blush shade, and I lightly used it to intensify the blush and to refine her nose contour as well, because every time you powder, you guys, you end up losing some of those colors. So that's why I always say you can always go a little bit extra, because trust me, at the very end, you'll be about 1 to 2 shades lighter than what you thought you were going to be. For eyeliner, I'm using one of the Marc Jacobs retractable liners, because it's very nice and creamy. Then I'm able to take a soft shader brush, and I first start off by doing like a soft patting motion, and then I buff and blend it out very gently just so it doesn't irritate the skin. This gives us a little bit more of that smoking effect without adding too much color. Now I took a straight edge liner brush, and I forgot to show, but I used the shade Cocoa, and I was doing a stamping motion, so this way it set that cream eyeliner basically. And Julie is loving the look, you guys. Then I took shade Golden Hour, which was the goldish shimmer, but more like champagne. And I took a flat brush, and I'm just kind of emphasizing the inner corner and putting just a little bit on the lower lash line. This again helps brighten and open your eyes a little bit. Now I'm doing a little buffing and blending of all the edges to make sure it looks more seamless, and doing any final touch-ups to where I feel maybe need a little bit more TLC. And then with my current favorite setting spray, I took the Benefit Super Setter, and I set her face. And you guys have to try this setting spray. It smells amazing, and it locks everything in place all day. And then with the OG Cookie highlighter, I just lightly applied it to areas to emphasize her cheekbones, bridge of her nose, and Cupid's bow. Cookie is an OG that everyone loves, so it's always a good choice when you don't know which one to use. And as you see, I am lightly patting the highlighter. This way it doesn't look chunky and everything's nicely blended and meshed together. A staple in my lip routine is always Gerard Cosmetics, you guys. I love their formulation. Starting off with the lip pencil in Nude, I'm shaping out her lips, and I am slightly overlining, but I'm still following the shape, and I'm trying to be precise, but as you see, I kind of did mess up on a little corner. So with just a little bit of concealer, I actually cleaned off the corners that I knew would be too out, and then just tapped out that concealer so it blends in nicely. We are now using the Hydra Matte from Gerard Cosmetics, of course, and we're tapping it in the center of the lip, and I'm blending out the edges with a lip brush. I'm now using the gloss Navel from Gerard Cosmetics, and I actually tapped it towards and kept it focused on the center of the lips. This makes your lips look so much more plumped. Because she was starting to get a little bit, you know, shiny, I took the Pat McGrath under eye powder, and I'm using it to set the rest of her T-zone because it was blazing hot the day we were filming. So here's the final look, you guys. I absolutely love the look. I'm so thankful to Julie for allowing me to film her. Thank you again so very much, Julie, for allowing me to film you. I absolutely loved how your look came out. I can't wait to actually create more looks with you because you know, girl, you're going to be coming back to my house and I'm going to do another style of makeup because Julie and I will be doing a Sephora or Ulta shopping haul, hopefully very soon. So let me know in the comments below if you guys would like to see a shopping haul with me and Julie heading to our local store and picking out some products that she would like to try out, and hopefully she'll allow me to film what kind of styles of looks you guys would like me to do. This again will be a series going forward. My goal is 2, but I guarantee you guys I will have at least 1 each and every month of different skin types, textures, ages, colors, you name it. I'm already about to film my next one later on this week, and I have another one that's already been confirmed. We're just finalizing the schedules to film, so I'm very excited for this. When I began my YouTube journey 2 years ago, my goal was to teach others how to do their makeup and, you know, give them tips and tricks along the way. I know this one was a little bit more detailed, so definitely my next one will be a little bit more of an everyday look that, you know, the average woman wants to wear. Let me know in the comments below what kind of video ideas you guys would like, what kind of tutorials you guys would like. Again, I'm so excited for this new series and I can't wait for you guys to see the next video. And I wanted to say a huge thank you to Julie for allowing me to film her, because this is definitely something completely outside of her comfort zone. Not only that I was applying a shit ton of makeup for her, but the fact that I was filming her, that's not something she's used to and something that she's comfortable with. So to me, I'm just beyond appreciative that she would do that. Her birthday's coming up soon, so hopefully she'll let me do like a soft makeup glam for that day. Maybe this video does very well and you guys comment below that you guys would like to see me film her birthday makeup. Maybe she'll agree to it. So make sure to comment, Julie, let Janet film you for your birthday makeup, and maybe she'll say yes. Thank you all so much. I love you all. Take care, be safe, and have a beautiful day, you guys. Bye.